You're in Broadway, so it's wonderful. From here to our next performer, actually, I think is very special. He's from China. And my good friend Charles Sullivan, this gentleman who's going to perform in a video, God willing, and you'll see him, is Michael Jackson. And he's a Chinese Michael Jackson who looks like Michael Jackson. He sings like Michael Jackson. He really is. I saw him. When you hold his hand, you feel it's like with Michael Jackson. And let me mention one other thing. We're going to have Michael Jackson's drummer, who's part of the Earth, Wind, and Fire, who's part of the Ohm group. That's going to come on next, okay? You're going to have such a show here today. I apologize. We had some technical difficulties because we're doing this show with solar power. Okay, A.Y. Young and his battery tour. Let's hear for the use of solar power. You know what's so interesting now? Even the newscasters are saying, on News 1, Channel 1 here in Spectrum, they're talking about by using solar power, how equivalent that is to how many trees would be needed to cut down. Solar and sustainability, this show is called the International Day of Peace, but many years ago we added ecology, because you're going to hear from Dr. Jane Goodall soon, who's another peace messenger, and Dr. Jane Goodall is going to talk about the environmental concerns, and her closing statement is, how can we have peace if we don't treat Mother Earth well, okay? So you're going to see here today a real representation. This is serious. This is going to be a 6-hour live worldwide broadcast on Unify. We have Tammy here from Unify and back there. And it's also going to be on YouTube, on Good News Broadcast, and many other channels, and it'll have a replay, and it'll have life forever, because where you go is, if you're not going to be here the rest of the day, you go to facebook.com/Unify, UNIFY. And you can look at all the signage here. And you see you have Unify in the middle there, you have Battery Tour, we have Ohm, we have our Peace Day party, and then we have this beautiful drawing that Unify created for us. And A.Y. Young helped us with all these batteries, and the Smart Flower, that's called the Smart Flower over there, which right now is grabbing power. A.Y.'s battery truck is up in the back there, which has come here with power, solar power. And in front of it is a Hummer. It's a General Motors, American-made Hummer, and that has an EV, electronic vehicle. So we have a lot of sources for power, and that's a good thing. So now let's get back to Michael Jackson and these two lovely people who are such good friends. So I would like them, first, Jeannie Yee. Jeannie, could just say hello, and then Charles, please.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. Jeannie.
Okay, Charles, please. Charles brought Michael Jackson, you know, Heal the World song. He brought him all around the world. This is his producer. Victory Tour.
Thank you very much, Paul, and thank you, Paul, for organizing this grand and glorious event in Times Square, the center of the world. As Paul mentioned, I had the opportunity to be the producer of Michael Jackson's Victory Tour, and we played for over 2.5 million people, and it was a grand and glorious success. And the same enthusiasm which we had from our tour attenders for that great show, I see Paul has engendered in his drive for peace. And I'm a big fan of peace. I was an infantry captain in the U.S. Army in Vietnam, and I saw how things went when you don't have peace. And my Vietnam experience gave me the feeling that peace is a much better answer than war. And I hope that the people who are running our country and the people who are running other countries will sign on to this wonderful initiative, and that we'll have world peace forever. Thank you so much.
Hello, hello, hello. Oh, it's working too. All right, that's good. Oh. I just lost my mic. Okay, all right, Jeannie would like to say something because it's very important as well. This mic has to stay. You want to put this mic over there? Okay, let's put this mic over there. Okay, they did want me to be in the middle here. I messed up. All right, so I'm supposed to be here. Jeannie Yi would like to say something about Michael Jackson, Chinese Michael Jackson.
Hi, everyone. I have a yellow face. But you know what? 2 billion people around the world share my skin color. They all love one man, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's humility brings us together. Bring a man. You will see later on. His name is W. Jackson. He is the #1 Asian Jackson. I cannot say impersonator, but Jackson personification of Jackson's spirit. Wang Jackson learned his moonwalk by working in McDonald's in China, walking between the freezer and the frying pan. He learned the moonwalk. And you know what? That inspired millions of the musicians. We cannot change the world, but we can change our life for a better. When we all are doing our better job, the world becomes a kinder place. Thank you.
Shishay, thank you very much, Jeannie. All righty, good. We like to actually hold this up. We're gonna, this is from the moon. So anybody who paid American taxes, you paid for this picture, all right? And this is no boundaries, no borders. Actually, we're kind of John Lennonists type of people. And so, Imagine Peace, Yoko gave this to us. Somebody's telling me, I should move this mic? Oh, you like this. This is NASA. This is from the moon, okay? So you should get this for your children. This show is very important for children. That's what we're here for. Actually, I don't know if it happened, but I'll mention it. So Chancellor Banks, the commissioner of the schools, Superintendent Samuels, possibly right now, might have, they were going to try to pause all the schools in New York City. The schools take a moment of silence for peace. We're very close to making that happen. I'm not sure if it did. That would be good news. It is happening in Chicago, and it is happening in Philadelphia. Something happened with this microphone. Maybe they lowered it. It sounds better just like this? It's better. Okay. This guy, you're gonna hear him. He's a guitar gentleman in audio. Say hello to him. He just went out with Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez, is that her name? J-Lo, sorry. Okay. He's her guitar player and many other people. Like a list this big. You got serious musicians coming up, and you got serious people coming up. And we're all serious. We're serious about peace. And that's the good news. Let's get back to Heal Our World. Michael Jackson's video right now. Let's go for it.
Think about the generations and to say we want to make it a better place for our children and our children's children so that they know it's a better world for them and think if they can make it a better place.
There's a place in your heart, and I know that it is love. And this place is much brighter than tomorrow. And if you really try, you'll find there's no need to cry. In this place, you feel there's no hurt or sorrow. There are ways to get there if you care enough for the living. Make a little space, make a better place, heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. If you want to know why, there's a love that cannot lie. Love is strong, it only cares for joyful giving. If we try, we shall see. In this bliss we cannot feel. There are dreams, stop existing and start living. Then it feels that always love's enough for us growing. Make a better world, make a better world, heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for living, make a better place for you and for me. And the dream we work, seeking will reveal a joyful face. And the one we once believed in will shine again in grace. Then why keep strangling when this earth crucify its soul? Though it's plain to see that this world is heavenly. Be God's love. We fly so high, let our spirits never die. In my heart, I feel you are all my brothers. Create a world with no fear. Together we'll cry happy tears. So the nations turn their swords into plowshares. We could really get there if you cared enough for the living. Make a little space to make a better place. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. There are people dying. Make a better place for you and for me.
So, does anybody know that song? Isn't that a great song? Heal the world. And that's what today is all about, healing the world and healing Mother Earth. It's a combination, okay?